You didn't raise interest rates, you didn't set the tariffs, and you surely didn't ship the wrong inventory. But you know what you can control? Your team's sense of urgency, your follow-up game. And for you as a leader, your clarity, your consistency, and your culture. This market is loud right now. Tariffs, inflation, global crisis, price compression. But I gotta tell you, the ones who win, they're not the ones who complain the loudest, even if it sounds like it on social media. The ones who win, they're the ones who lock in, lean in, and lead better. I'm Chris Hunsicker, and this is the Dealership War Room. 7 minutes of fire. No fluff, just fuel. And can I just say thank you for the feedback, the texts, the emails, the phone calls that I've been getting where you're talking about how I'm part of your morning ritual, that you listen to the podcast with your coffee or while you're exercising, and how it's helping you and you're using it. I had no idea that this could be this helpful, impactful. And all I want to say is thank you, because that's exactly what I was trying to do with this podcast. And I have just one request that I talked to you about earlier in the week. If this podcast touches you, if it hits you, please share it with one person. What I'd like to do is, since all of us are in the car business and we're used to this, I want to have some fun. The thing I love most about the car business is that it's fun. And when people are rocking and rolling and we're competing, that's when we're at our best. And so if you ask anyone to join the podcast, here's what I'm going to ask you to do is have them please, when they get the welcome email or the welcome text, to reply back to me and just say, hey, yeah, John is the one who referred me, or hey, David referred this to me. And all I'm going to do is create the old pull system. Every time someone says, oh, this person referred me, I'm going to put your name in a little hat and go through. And we're going to build up to 500 subscribers. And as soon as we hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a pull from everyone who referred anyone. And I'm going to give you a box of awesome. And we're going to build the box each week. It's going to start with one of the Dealership Room t-shirts. But I'm going to throw in, I don't know, I was thinking some fun stuff, maybe like a $100 dinner card or maybe a $25 Starbucks thing. But every week, as we build towards 500, I'm going to put a new item or two in that box. And what I'd love it that you could do is go ahead and on the YouTube channel, you can put comments in YouTube. Go ahead in the comments on this one or any of them. Just put in the comment what you'd like to see in the box. I'll take the best ideas and we'll put them in there. And once we do the pull, I promise you, it will be a killer box. So let's just have some fun, create some leadership fire. You've heard about the tariffs, right? They're on, they're off, they're up, they're down. And I got to tell you, if you're not careful, this kind of external noise starts to become internal sabotage. Most dealership leaders waste an unbelievable amount of time and energy reacting to things they simply cannot control. And while they're doom scrolling and worrying, elite leaders are adapting and adapting fast. And if you're in the dealership war room, you're one of those. You're an elite leader who's learning how to adapt. And I want to give you a couple tools today that are going to help you stay on point and on focus with your team. So let's dive in. This is called the control compass. I know, just the word control feels great, doesn't it? But think of it, the control compass, how to control your focus. And you remember that saying that energy always follows focus. And so where you focus is where not only your energy goes, but the energy of your entire organization. I'm going to talk to you about 4 zones, but only one of them gives you energy. Number 1, everything that's out of your control. This is tariffs, OEM constraints, interest rates, things that you simply cannot control. Zone 2, influence only. These are only things that you can influence. Think things like bank relationships, vendor speed, zone managers. They affect you, but you can only influence them. That's zone 2. Zone 3 is team execution. Think about things like attitude, process, follow-up, presentation, the core, the guts of our business. Zone 4, self-leadership, mindset, focus, communication, preparation. Now, if you think of that as a square, right, the top 2 zones is where energy goes to die. It's where performance goes to die. It's where productivity goes to die. The bottom 2, zones 3 and 4, that's where all the juice comes from. And that's what you use the compass for. You want to make sure that all of your efforts to control, your efforts to engage, your focus is in zones 3 and 4. Zone 4 is where you get the energy. Zone 3 is where you generate the energy. Most managers are stuck in zones 1 and 2, frustrated, spinning, distracted. But elite leaders like you, the elite, they live in zones 3 and 4, focused, present, tactical. And that is how you lead through chaos. That is how you lead through a disruptive market. And so I'm going to beg you today, use this, print this out, pull it out, and say, this is my control compass. Now, Where's my focus going to go so that that's where my energy is going to go? And make sure you constantly, repeatedly shift and pull yourself from zone 1 and 2 down to zone 3 and 4, because that's where the magic happens. So today, I want you to run a control compass check-in. Question number 1, what's one thing you've been venting about that you simply can't control? Question 2, what's one area of team execution you can start improving right now today? Question 3, probably the most important, what's one area of leadership behavior that you've been putting off that you can dive into right now? If you force me to put this into one sentence, this is it. Lead the people, own the moment, and ignore the noise. And just as a heads up, today was episode 50. And as I said, if this hit you, share it. If you know someone stuck in zone 1, share it and help grow this into an absolute leadership movement where we start fundamentally changing the way people lead at home, lead at work, and let's change the world by changing us instead of complaining about everybody else that's got stuff wrong. This is the Dealership War Room, and I will see you on Monday.